Hi everyone, in this podcast we present the four interactions of the energy, the different types of energy, and the different types of energy manifestations.
That rule over us, that are gravity, which is described as a force of attraction between objects, or taking in consideration the theory of relativity as a consequence of an object bending in the space-time. Like for example, when something goes up, it must come down. It is the attraction between the object and our planet, or how the moon is constantly orbiting the earth. But despite of this, it is the weakest force. Next is the weak force, also known as the weak nuclear interaction. Through this interaction, there are some exchanges of force-carrying particles called bosons, which give energy to life forms like NAK bomb or the generation of ATP, while to objects it gives them power, such as the sun or nuclear reactors. The electromagnetism is similar to gravity, but now we are taking it to the atoms, because the electromagnetism holds the atoms together, but allows for bonding and formation of simple and complex molecules. Also, it depends the same charges but bond the opposite charges. And the greater the charge is, the greater the force is. And the particles that it affects principally are the photons. Finally, we have the strong force, also called a strong nuclear interaction. Despite of its name, it just holds the protons and neutrons in the nucleus, and its instance is thanks to the gluons.
We have different types of energy. Some examples are solar energy obtained from the use of electromagnetic radiation derived from the sun. This is a renewable energy. Aeolic energy that is obtained from the wind. It's a type of kinetic energy produced by the effect of air current. Hydraulic energy, water energy, or hydropower is one that is obtained from the use of kinetic and potential energy of water stream. It can be transformed at different scales. Thermal energy is a part of the international energy of equilibrium thermodynamic system that is proportional to its absolute temperature and is increased or decreased by energy transfer. Nuclear or atomic energy is the one that is released spontaneously or artificially in nuclear reaction. This reaction occurs in the atomic nuclei of some isotopes of certain chemical elements. Carbon electrical. Coal plants produce electricity from the combustion of coal in a steam generator that transforms water into high pressure and high temperature stream. Mechanical energy. The mechanical energy of a body or a physical system is the sum of its kinetic energy and potential energy. Potential energy. Potential energy is the existence of a force field inside a body. Gravitation. The gravitation potential energy of a mass at a point in space in the world it does in a gravitational field to move the mass from that point to infinity. Elastic energy. Elastic potential energy is a stored energy that results from a force to form an elastic object. Kinesthetic energy. Energy that the body possesses due to movement.
Primary source of energy used by man is the sun, this being fundamental for existence of life on Earth and where solar energy emerges, which is accumulated by photovoltaic panels, can be used for different uses. Another energy is that derived from fossil fuels, which is used for transportation and other economic activities. Each form of energy can be transferred and transformed. This condition represents an immense benefit for the human being. Since it can generate energy in one way and take it from another. Some examples: caloric energy to make the food that we will eat at lunch, We require a source of heat that we can transmit to the water to make it boil. Electric power. To start up the home appliances in your homes, we require electric power, usually from national lines or wiring, but also in distant or rural cases from internal combustion generators. Thermal energy. Thermal energy allows us to store food in refrigerator and that they keep uniform and low temperature, delaying the effects of its decomposition. Chemical energy. Cars require fuel and electricity to operate and both obtain them from chemical reactions. Electricity is obtained from the internal reaction of the battery and the thrust of controlled explosion of the fuel presence of the spark. This chemical energy allows produce electric energy, the battery, and mechanical energy in the motor. Radio power. Most of remote controls of the television or the sound equipment operate by means of electromagnetic waves that the device receives at distance and that are similar to those of the radio.
We are done. We hope you have learned a lot. See you in the next podcast.